And we're ready to go. Richie Teece has decided he'll lead it off, and he'll go on the left-hand lane. So we're going to have a first-time winner. Charlie Brown made the decision to let Teece go on that lane. Brown the higher seed. Messenger? No, dropped away. So they've managed their nerves very well. They bowled against two very experienced big-name competitors, Kent and Doherty. They won. New set of nerves?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, now that winning for the first time starts to creep in, all the stuff that goes with that, Tournament of Champions berth. Yeah, there's a lot of things that can be creeping in that you don't want to creep in. Right now, the focus is the job at hand, not all of the other stuff, and that's hard to keep out. But again, I think if Charlie Brown Jr. has that same look, he has that same reaction where he can fire it from out without his ball going high, I think it might be tough to beat.
And there's a little bit of that history we talked about with Charlie. 10 years ago, he tried out the tour, realized he just did not have the game to run with that crowd. Ooh, and there it goes through the face. And the 4-9 left behind. And that's kind of what you hinted at right there, Randy, earlier.
Get it over into here, throw the 4 into the 9. Doherty left that plus the 4-7-9 last game.
Didn't get too much 4-pin, so an open for Charlie Brown Jr.
And recovery now for Charlie Brown Jr. is key. You know, how does he rebound from that shot?
That's better. That's better.
Yes, it is. That is indeed better. Charlie Brown Jr. recovers very quickly with a solid strike.
Great shot after the tough break in frame 1. Charlie Brown Jr. steps up and aces the next shot.
Richie certainly with a ton of international experience. Beautiful shot for Teece. You hear the Teece chants out of the crowd as we go down to the lane side. Kimberly is standing by with Marshall Kent.
Thanks, Dave. So, Marshall, obviously not the outcome that you wanted for today. It seemed like you struggled in the start, but you did that ball change in the 4th, and it helped you out a bit, but then you had that nasty 7-10 split in the 8th. Why did you have such an issue with this pattern today?
Yeah, I just had some physical issues to start. I just couldn't execute the way I wanted to. I kept throwing everything right and couldn't figure out why, but then I made the ball change, and you know, I put the shots there, and that's all you can do. And sometimes they just don't fall your way.
Physical issues like what?
I honestly couldn't tell you. There's just something about the ball kept fitting my hand, feet feel right off my hand, and I couldn't figure out why, so I just moved my eyes in to make up for it. And there's some good shots at the end, and that's all you can do.
That's all you can do. Thanks so much for your time, guys.
Well, all Richie can do now is hope that he doesn't leave another big 4. This looks pretty good, and it just checks early on him. Goes right through the face, and he pays for it.
Big swings, and we haven't even finished 3 frames yet. It's all part of the World Series of Bowling number 9. We've already seen the USA defeat a very talented world squad. Liz Johnson making a little bowling history in the show prior to ours. And, of course, the doubleheader next Sunday. Then on New Year's Eve, the big World Championship and the WBT Finals on January 7th. Cannot wait to bring them all to you.
Come on.
Solid for Brown.
Beautiful shot here. Stays nice and balanced, and that is that could have knocked 20 or 30 back.
Come on. Oh, stop.
Well, makeable, but never a fun one there. 3-6-10.
Wait, really?
So both players now experiencing early hook on the left lane, but Charlie Brown left himself the 3-6-10, not the big 4 like Richie Teece.
Smothered it right in the pocket of the 3-6. Well, this is going to be a match one of two ways. Maybe somebody gets hot.
No. Because that thing, as soon as I laid it down, it just checked as soon as it.
I think you just cheat 1 and 1 left and just let your.
Go over it.
I don't think.
I went like, because I was looking at 3 and over here, when it went 4-9, I went to 2 and 2, so I'm looking at 5. When I came over here and looked at 5 and struck, when I went back over here, that's when I grabbed right away.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh.
And so a solid 4-pin. So Randy, translate a little bit of that conversation with Chuck Gardner there and Charlie Brown Jr.
Well, he was telling Chuck where he was looking on the lane, you know, and then
Really caught that one.
Right. So just move a little bit.
Just go 1 and 1. Just go 1 and 1 left.
I have 1 and 1 left.
he's telling him to move his feet and his target 1 board to the left on the left lane. And it's funny because normally when you go through the nose today with the bowling balls as strong as they are and the ball patterns we bowl on, you go through the nose, you don't move a board, you move 4 or 5. But this long, slick, shark roll pattern, we'll see if 1 and 1's enough.
Time for our Columbia 300 fun fact. A bowling pin is 15 inches high, weighs between 3.6 and 3.10, in other words, 3 pounds, 10 ounces. The pins on today's telecast are proper. They all fall within this range, of course.
Get there.
Perfect. Here's Mom and Dad who made the trip from England. Brenda and Morris.
You know, I think what happened at the start of this
Actually,
game was Teece saw some transition, and he paid for it in the third. And Charlie Brown's going through a little bit of transition now as well. I think Charlie Brown's pretty good on the right lane. When he gets to the left lane, he's going to make an adjustment, and if it works, I think he's going to be fine. If it doesn't, we'll see how he manages his game from there. Ooh, that's way right.
Well, every little bit helps there, getting a kick on that 7-pin.
Come on, baby. What was that?
See, now here's a shot that came out of nowhere. This is the mental mind games that you start to play with yourself. You're like, okay, well, where did that come from? You know, and sometimes, especially in this situation, that's not so easy to let go of.
All right, does not let that one completely get away from him, the frame.
Good.
Oh, 7-10 was there for a blink of an eye, and you could see the pin wobble. That meant a messenger was resting on that 10-pin.
You can see the pressure as well, the heavy sigh and heavy breathing going on with Charlie Brown Jr. It's a good shot here, and a really fast messenger in front.
That's our Barbasol close shave of the day. That messenger that failed in its responsibility. Time for another conversation with Chuck.
Make sure you keep your eyes left. Okay. Don't keep your hand up the back of it. Don't try and shape it.
Okay.
Right?
Just stay on top of it.
Put it shape. All right.
I like that shot better.
He wants him to keep it right on top of the oil and jam it right into the pocket. Don't try to look for down lane reaction. Keep his hand up the back and jam it right in the 1-3.
So Teece off at strike in the 5th, trails by only 7.
Look a little.
And another weak 10.
Well, messengers are not coming through today in the Shark Championship.
Not sure he threw that one as well as he would have liked.
And it looks like it is going to be the grinder, the tough, don't make any big mistake match. Nobody running away from anyone here. That is Richie's best finish in his PBA Tour career in his 5th year. Oh, he got a nice break on that light hit.
Shots, but you're pulling up out of them.
I just saw them, and it's sped up. Every shot sped up.
So you hear him say every
That's what I
shot
just said
is
to myself,
sped up.
Well, that'll also happen when you get your ball sitting on top of oil for 60 feet.
Hook.
Oh no, it didn't hook, and Brown now has lost the form that
Charlie, come on.
got him in the final.
Charlie Brown Jr. is in trouble.
Come on. Let's go.
The scoreboard says he's up 3, but that is deceiving.
Hold on.
Big shot. No, missed the head pin there. And he's now fallen behind 9 and off and open in the 7th. He's got to recover, and he has almost no time in which to do it.
I think Chuck Gardner's advice was perfect. Keep your eyes left. Charlie Brown Jr. throws it too hard, too fast, and he's bowling on a pattern that's too long for him to give the head pin away. He needs to keep his lines real tight and his target in front of him.
Sit.
Oh, and he got rid of that 9.
Well, he gets to finish on that lane in the 10th frame, so that might be a good thing. Charlie Brown knows how that lane's going to react, but he needs to figure out the right lane. Let's see if Richie can get the weak 10 out here. If he does, Charlie Brown Jr. might be in a world of hurt. Oh, no. Light again
Good too.
on the right lane.
He said it felt good. So the right lane has become the star of the show here.
Yeah, kind of wiggling down lane now. I think the next time he gets up in the 10th frame on this lane, he needs to move his feet aboard right and leave his eyes in the same spot, and again try to jam it right in the pocket. Back and forth match. Spare.
So we take a look at the entire scoreboard. And Brown struggled, then got hot, then struggled. And Teece the reverse of that. And now here they are, just 9 pins apart. Teece off a spare and Brown off a strike. We go into the foundation frame. Absolutely dead solid perfect.
Well, that was a great shot that Richie threw there, but no matter what he does, he can't shut out Charlie Brown Jr.
You know what? Take what you want.
Why don't you hook anymore?
So what's the answer to that question?
I think the target's too far right. I think his eyes need to be left of that. It also looks like oil's been moved down that lane, and I think it's gotten real tight in front of the head pin. That's why I would have stayed where I was, moved my eyes left, maybe 2 board, and tried to just throw it right at the wall.
Oh, he got that.
It's a great cover, and it keeps him alive, but he needs all 3 in the 10th. 3 strikes here in the 10th frame will force Richie Teece to strike first ball. What a great shot.
The good news is he'll be attacking the left lane in the 10th. It's the right lane that has just treated him poorly. Messenger took out a 7-10. Some folks did not see the 7 pin still there.
Well, if he spare strikes, Richie Teece will need a mark to win his first title.
Good shot.
So Charlie Brown Jr. and Richie Teece making their television debuts. Beautiful. That's exactly what Charlie Brown Jr. had to do. A 176.
I'm thinking it's Graham Fall, the last player that won, making his first ever telecast. Of course, Graham won a major, but that was the last time I think a first timer won. This young man in that same position right now, any mark, and he's going to win.
But look at the lane. The mortal enemy today is this right-hand lane.
Yeah.
7 spare the last time. And he left a 2-4-5 behind.
Well, there's been one strike with 2 players on that lane in this entire match.
Yeah, we had a week 10 before that. Mom and Dad, whatever the cost was to get from London to Reno, probably felt like nothing at all.
You could put a price on being able to be here and sharing
Jesus.
this.
That wasn't a bad shot, was it?
No, it wasn't a bad show, Richie. Congratulations to a first-time winner on the PBA Tour. Yeah, they won't regret this trip, ever. They have traveled a long way to see their son become a PBA champion. Richie Teece wins the Shark Championship.